It's going to be a big challenge. It's going to be a large challenge. But if it's going to be possible that an orphan teaches other orphans in order to survive in this world, in Zimbabwe, it gives us a perspective of the future of Africa that can be much brighter than we could ever have imagined before. My name is Gunther Pauli. I'm a Belgian, and since 15 years I work in Africa with orphans. The issue of orphans in Africa is tremendous. There are more orphans per capita of population than anywhere else in the world. Just imagine, how would the Netherlands be when 15% of all the children were orphans and you have to care for them? It means these children are fighting for getting access to water, food and shelter. Thanks to the initiative of Chaos, children in Zimbabwe 10 years ago had a roof above their head. It was a time when there was a relative peace. There was a joy with the new government, the ousting of the apartheid, and there was a future. But the situation worsened. In 1996, our foundation had the opportunity to learn to know Chido Govero. Chido is one of those orphans who learned how to take care of herself, to overcome times of abuse and times of loneliness. One of the 15 orphans we wanted to train to secure that they have access themselves to the food and the water that they need. Our purpose is to secure that those girls who have lost their mother and father, some of them never even knew their parents, actually become the protagonists, the change agents in putting Africa back on its feet. Chido learned how to farm mushrooms, a traditional crop for the Africans to bridge between two harvests. She learned how to care for the ducks and the guinea pigs and the rabbits, how to tend to a veggie garden, and all of that integrated so that it could be very efficient and secure, that with a small plot of land it is possible to feed yourself. Chido is now taking on the challenge to provide food security, to provide water security for 72 orphans in the orphanage of Karoi. 12 years later, Chido is training orphans. Orphans training orphans. It's a dream come true, because if we look at the capacity of the resources of Africa, starting from elephant grass, going over water hyacinths, the biodiversity of their mushrooms and their good old traditional food plants, when all of that is put together, there is no right to have hunger in Africa. Africa can take care of itself.